airspace, and he loves airplanes. And when he called to give me the job, he said, we are going to fix American airspace and our air traffic control system. He knew in November that this job had to be done. And as we look back, a lot of people in industry and leaders have said, this problem is too complicated. This problem is way too expensive. And to redo air traffic control is way too hard. We can't get it done. But we are blessed to have a president who actually loves to build and knows how to build. President Trump understands the problem, and he wants to fix the problem. He doesn't want to take this problem and pass it to the next administration, to the next secretary, to a next set of victims who could lose their life in an air traffic incident. We're going to fix it today. And so I would just tell you what we're doing today could not have happened but for the visionary leadership of President Donald J. Trump. Now, I asked him to come over today, and he wanted to come.
With that, Albert Breer, Monday Morning Quarterback, is joining us now.
3%. But thanks to continuous growth and development, it dropped to 21% by 2012, 15.9% in 2016, and an impressive 7.9% by the end of 2019. It remained in the single digits until the pandemic hit in March of 2020. So how did they achieve?
Oh, got some more. Oh, we got merch. Oh, we got stock. And we got
the D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D. To you, the sign ain't hating. Positive, I'm telling you, years.
Oh, got some more.
You just grab it and go. It's like drinking a milkshake. If you like milkshakes, it feel like I'm cheating.
I look back because I be feeling like Phantom finna bust in here.
Take that phone.
Yeah, like what
Shouldn't
the
have
fuck?
said that because he's watching. Yeah, we doing creek tax. Creek tax. That Phantom tax ain't no joke though. I believe it. Winner! Hey, they were just talking about your somebody was in there talk about fucking Phantom tax. It's concrete tax. Who said that, gang? So nobody ordered up to it? Yo, tax her. Why she moving? Come on, you know what's going on.
I remember that. Fun times. She's not with concrete no more.
Well, joining me now is India's High Commissioner to the UK, Vikram Doraiswamy. Thank you so much, High Commissioner, for joining us.
What's going on, you two?
Our correspondent,
I'm in the building.
is just reporting there from Pakistan, and she also talked about the warning that Pakistan has issued, saying the world will find out when they do strike back. How concerned are you that this thing is just going to start to escalate?
Let me point out that the original escalation is Pakistan's sponsored terror group's attack on civilians in Pahalgam on 22nd April. You know, our response thereafter was precise, targeted, reasonable, and moderate. It was focused principally and solely on terrorist infrastructure. We did not strike the Pakistani military establishment. We did not strike national infrastructure. And we made it abundantly clear, including in the briefing that was given yesterday morning by our permanent secretary, our foreign secretary, and by military officers, that the object of this exercise was clearly to avoid military escalation. The fact was actually acknowledged in a left-handed way, of course, by the Pakistani side in terms of their own statements, official statements, which said that the airspace hadn't been violated and that, no military establishments were attacked.
And yet they did say that civilians were killed in this attack.
You see the images that they put out themselves. These were at places well known and identified even in Western media for many, many years as central points in the terrorism infrastructure of the Jaish-e-Mohammed, the Lashkar-e-Taiba, the Hizbul Mujahideen, well-known parts of that infrastructure and those establishments.
Can you confirm that the leader and founder of Jaish-e-Mohammed's family members were killed in this strike?
Well, they put it out on their own social media. This is not us confirming. It is on well-known handles, social media handles of the group.
Hi, Commissioner. I want to ask you about Chinese-made Pakistani fighter jet planes that say they shot down at least 2 Indian military aircraft on Wednesday. What is your reaction and response to that?
Well, you had the defense minister on your show a couple of days ago. He said that the evidence for that was on social media. By that yardstick, today's media all over in India over the last 3 hours has reported the shoot down of 2 Chinese-made fighter jets and an F-16 and an airborne early warning platform.
Well, High Commissioner,
I don't believe, the point that I was trying to make, if I may just complete that, look, if it satisfies Pakistan's ego to say that they've done something, they could have used that as an off-ramp to move on. But clearly they chose not to, and they've continued to escalate the matter.
This is a report I'm reading from Reuters based on 2 US officials telling Reuters this. They're saying it's the first time that Western officials have confirmed that there was high confidence that
Pakistan's Defence Minister Khawaja Mohammad Asif was humiliated in the global media after he failed to provide evidence of his claim that Pakistan shot down 5 Indian jets and a drone in retaliation to India's strike on Pakistan, Kashmir.
You've just brought up the fact that India lost some fighter jets, so let's be quite clear about this. Pakistan claims it shot down 5 Indian Air Force jets and a drone, as I understand it. India says there's no evidence of that, no proof. So can you provide more detail? Hold on. Can you provide more detail? And is this the response that your army spokesman threatened, or is there further action to come? Let's start with this very specific allegation of 5 fighter jets shot down. Where's the evidence for that, sir?
It's all over the social media, on Indian social media, not on our social media. The debris of these jets fell into Indian occupied Kashmir, and it's all over Indian media today.
You're the defense
and they have
minister.
admitted their media has.
The reason to talk to you today, sir, it's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm sorry. It's not to talk about content all over social media. I'm asking you very specifically.
Online commentators blasted the misstep, with this person saying they are relying on social media as the source of information about what their own military has done. Wow. This commentator agreed, saying a laughing comedy show is going on. Who has made him the defense minister of Pakistan? And the situation was made even more bizarre after it was revealed that CNN published an article saying French intelligence confirmed Pakistan downed the French-made Rafale warplane that was being used by the Indian military. However, in another twist, the Times of India are saying the article is fake, despite the world's media reporting on the downed craft. The alleged retaliatory strikes by Pakistan came after India struck what they referred to as terrorist locations in Pakistan-held Kashmir yesterday.